Hi everyone, welcome to today's podcast. My name is Naomi and I'm so excited to talk with you today. We're going to take a little trip to Thailand. Have you ever heard of the Songkran festival? It's one of the most famous celebrations in Thailand, and it's full of fun, culture, and tradition. Songkran is like a New Year's celebration. It's held in April, and people celebrate by splashing water on each other. It's not just a big water fight though. The water is a symbol. It washes away bad luck from the past year and gives people a fresh start for the new year. Doesn't that sound amazing? I've always been fascinated by this festival, and today, I want to share with you the stories of some amazing young women I met during Songkran. They have so much energy and spirit, and through their eyes, I hope we can all understand a little more about Thai culture. Songkran has a rich history that goes back centuries. Originally, it was a quiet, religious festival where people would pour water on Buddha statues and on the hands of their elders to ask for blessings. Over time, the festival evolved into a larger celebration that now takes over the streets of Thailand every April, but at its core, it's still about cleansing and renewal. Songkran marks the beginning of the Thai New Year, and it's a time for families to come together, visit temples, and show respect to their ancestors. In many parts of Thailand, people also clean their homes during this time, symbolizing the washing away of bad luck and making space for good fortune. Did you know that Songkran also has regional differences? In the northern city of Chiang Mai, for example, the celebrations can last up to a week, while in Bangkok it's usually only a few days. It's interesting how different regions celebrate in their own way, but the spirit of the festival remains the same across the country. Songkran has evolved over time, much like many of the world's traditional festivals. It now includes both ancient rituals and modern celebrations. Despite the modern changes like water guns and street parties, the heart of Songkran remains a festival of renewal and purification. During Songkran, I had the chance to meet some incredible women, each with their own unique connection to the festival. One woman I met, named Kanya, is originally from a small village in northern Thailand. She works in Bangkok now, but every year during Songkran, she returns to her village to be with her family. Kanya told me that Songkran is the one time of year when she can truly reconnect with her roots. She visits the local temple with her family, pouring water on Buddha statues and on her elders' hands as a way of asking for blessings. She described the feeling of returning to her village as something deeply comforting, like stepping back in time to when things were simpler. The heat of the sun, the scent of the earth, and the familiar faces of neighbors, it all made her feel like she was home again. Kanya especially looks forward to eating her grandmother's home-cooked meals. She told me how the smell of jasmine rice and grilled fish fills the house, and how the whole family gathers around the table to share stories and laughter. One dish she described in particular was khao chai, a traditional Thai dish served during Songkran. It's a chilled rice dish soaked in jasmine-scented water, accompanied by savory sides like fried shrimp paste balls and stuffed sweet peppers. As Kanya spoke about her grandmother's cooking, I could see the joy in her eyes. It was clear that these family traditions were more than just meals. They were a way for her to feel connected to her roots and to the people she loves. Another woman I met during Songkran, named Mai, works long hours in a bustling restaurant in Bangkok. For her, Songkran is an escape, a time to let go of the stress and tension that builds up over the year. Mai described the festival as a moment of pure freedom. She laughed as she told me how the first splash of cold water on her skin feels like all her worries being washed away in an instant. She loves the chaos of it all, the crowds, the noise, the water flying everywhere. It's like the entire city transforms into one big celebration, and for Mai, it's a chance to let go and just be in the moment. May even showed me the floral blouse she wears during Songkran. It was passed down from her mother, and every year she wears it as a way to feel close to her family, even though they're far away. The blouse is brightly colored, with intricate patterns of flowers and birds. As she described it, Mai's face lit up with pride. It was clear that this simple piece of clothing held deep meaning for her. Songkran, for Mai, is more than just a festival. It's a time when she can reconnect with herself, feel the joy of the present moment, and celebrate her heritage. The atmosphere during Songkran is unlike anything I've ever experienced. The streets are alive with energy, and everywhere you look, people are laughing, splashing water, and enjoying the chaos of it all. The sound of water splashing against the pavement mixes with the music blaring from speakers on every corner. You can hear traditional Thai music alongside modern pop songs that get everyone moving. The vibrant colors of Songkran are everywhere. People wear brightly colored floral shirts, and you can see the traditional Thai costumes alongside more modern outfits, like superhero costumes or funny hats. The contrast between the traditional and the modern makes the festival feel timeless. It's both a celebration of the past and a nod to the present. And it's not just the visuals that make Songkran special. The sounds, the smells, and the sensations all create a truly immersive experience. I remember one specific moment when I stood at the edge of a bustling street. The smell of street food, grilled meats, spicy sauces, and the sweet aroma of fresh coconut filled the air. My skin was still damp from the last splash of water, and I could hear the distant hum of monks chanting in a nearby temple. The contrast between the festive chaos and the calm serenity of the temple made me stop for a moment to take it all in. It felt like I was at the center of something much bigger than just a festival. Have you ever experienced something like that, where the energy of a place is so overwhelming that it almost takes your breath away? That's what Songkran felt like for me. This mix of chaos, joy, and peace, all blending together into one beautiful experience. Songkran's origins go back centuries, deeply rooted in Thai Buddhist traditions, but like many traditional festivals, it has evolved over time to include both ancient rituals and modern celebrations. Originally, the festival was about paying respect to elders and making merit by pouring water over Buddha statues. This act of pouring water was symbolic. It represented cleansing the body and soul and starting fresh for the new year. As the festival spread and grew, it became more than just a religious ceremony. Today, it's a citywide event that takes over Thailand's streets every April. It's fascinating how Songkran balances the old and the new. People still visit temples to pour water on Buddha statues, but they also take part in the massive water fights that make the festival so famous today. This blending of tradition and modernity reminds me of Japan's own festivals, like our summer Obon festivals. In Japan, we have festivals that also mix ancient rituals with modern celebrations, but there's something uniquely Thai about how free-spirited and open Songkran feels. At the same time, Songkran is often compared to other water festivals around the world, like India's Holi festival. Holi, too, is a celebration of joy and renewal, where people throw colored powders to welcome the arrival of spring. While both festivals celebrate life, joy, and renewal, the way they express these themes is so different. In Songkran, water becomes the medium for cleansing and connecting people, while in Holi, it's color that does the same. It's amazing how different cultures find their own ways to express the same universal themes: joy, community, and renewal. Have you ever experienced a festival that made you feel this deep connection with both the past and the present, where the traditions of old are still alive but celebrated in a way that feels new and exciting? Experiencing Songkran for the first time was unlike anything I've ever experienced before. It was a celebration, yes, but it was also something deeper. Something that made me feel connected to everyone around me in a way that transcended words. Standing in the middle of a crowded street, drenched from head to toe, I remember looking around and seeing people from all walks of life, locals, tourists, young children, even the elderly, laughing together, throwing water, and sharing in the moment. There was a moment when I realized it didn't matter who we were or where we came from. In that instant, we were all the same. We were all just human, celebrating life, joy, and renewal in the simplest way possible. It's rare to find moments like that in everyday life. Moments where you feel truly connected to something bigger than yourself. Songkran made me think about what it means to be part of a community. How do we create moments of joy and connection in our everyday lives? Is it through celebrations, through sharing meals, or even through small acts of kindness? I'd love to hear from you. What has been the most memorable festival or moment of connection in your life? What made it so special for you? Songkran also made me think about how we celebrate renewal and new beginnings. In Thailand, water is the symbol of cleansing and starting fresh, but in other cultures, it might be something else, like fire, light, or even food. I was reminded of how in Japan, we have our own ways of marking new beginnings. During the new year, we clean our homes, eat special dishes like osechi, and visit shrines to pray for a prosperous year ahead. It's interesting to see how different cultures express the same desire, to start fresh, to wash away the past, and to bring in good fortune for the future. Whether it's through water, fire, or food, the themes are the same. Have you ever thought about how you mark new beginnings in your own life? What traditions or rituals do you have that help you reflect on the past and move forward? One of the most beautiful aspects of festivals like Songkran is that they give us permission to let go. To let go of stress, of our daily worries, and even of our sense of time. As I stood in the middle of the chaos, water flying everywhere, I felt a deep sense of peace. It was as if the weight of the past year had been lifted off my shoulders, and I was free to just enjoy the moment. Have you ever had a moment like that? A moment where you could truly let go, even if just for a short time, and feel completely at peace? As we wrap up today's episode, I just want to take a moment to reflect on the magic of Songkran and what it taught me about connection and renewal. Songkran isn't just a fun, chaotic water fight. It's a festival that brings people together in a way that few other events can. It made me realize that, no matter where we're from, we all have the same basic desire to feel connected, to celebrate life, and to start fresh when we need it. The sounds of laughter, the cool splash of water, the sweet aroma of mango and grilled meats, all of these things come together to create a truly unique celebration that stays with you long after it's over. Even now, I can close my eyes and feel that first splash of water on my face, hear the music in the streets, and smell the flowers and incense filling the air. I hope that today's episode has given you a small glimpse into the magic of Songkran. Maybe one day, you'll have the chance to experience it for yourself. Until then, think about what traditions or celebrations in your own life bring you joy and renewal. How do they make you feel more connected to the people around you? Remember, life is full of opportunities to celebrate, to connect, and to start fresh, whether it's through a festival, a shared meal, or even a simple act of kindness. Thank you so much for listening today, and I can't wait to share more stories and experiences with you in our next episode. Until then, stay curious, stay connected, and remember to celebrate the little moments in life. Goodbye for now.